The year was roughly 2006. My sister brings home a brand new game. The game in question being Tales of Symphonia for the Nintendo GameCube. I was in awe of this game and how massive it was. The graphics were unlike anything I'd ever seen in any game, and the action combat really grabbed my attention as well. The main character stood out to me too with his all-red and dual-wielding swords, and the story was by far the deepest my tiny 10-year-old brain had ever witnessed up to that point. I knew I had to play this game, and so I begged her to let me. She said no, and so like any younger sibling, I went crying to mom, and after that she was forced to let me play. Score 1 for the younger sibling. Because of this, Bandai Namco's Tales series was cemented as one of my favorite franchises of all time. I went on to play Tales of the Abyss next, then Symphonia Dawn of the New World, Xillia, Graces F, Fantasia, Legendia, Xillia 2. I fell away from the franchise for a while after that, but have recently played through Berseria and Zestiria. I did play through Tales of Arise on launch as well, and was even able to buy the collector's edition. I have also played some of the Japanese exclusive games that have unofficial fan translations as well. I'm a video game collector among other things, and one of my goals is to own every version of every Tales game in both English and Japanese, as seen here in my Tales Shrine. I also have the Japanese exclusive Symphonia Green GameCube complete in box, which is one of my most prized possessions. Heck, I even named my second channel after the Tales series. Anyways, why did I tell you all this? Because I wanted to show you how much I love this series and how painful it can be to be a Tales fan. After Tales of Berseria, we waited over 4 years for Tales of Arise, and then we waited 2 years for Beyond the Dawn story DLC. And honestly, the DLC isn't all that great. We only had to wait 2 years between Zestiria and Berseria, and 1 year between Xillia 2 and Zestiria. So why do we not even have a new Tales game announced yet? Well, one big issue with many games is that they take much longer to make. What used to be only a few years has now turned into 4, 5, maybe even 6 years or more. Take Cyberpunk 2077 for example. It was announced all the way back in May of 2012 and didn't release until December of 2020. And when it was finally released, it was basically unplayable. Now this is an extreme example of course, because Cyberpunk is an absolutely massive game with hundreds of hours of content, but guess what? Tales games can also have hundreds of hours of content, if you actually 100% them. I'm not trying to compare the games though, because there really is no comparing them. There are very different genres of games and practically impossible to compare the work of one team to the next, especially because I don't know how to make games. I'm just a loser rambling on the internet about a video game series that I love. Another point to make is that the video games industry is drastically changing right now. We have seen more layoffs in these past couple years than I have ever seen before, and there's even a strike happening right now for voice actors in games. So the big question, is the Tales series in trouble? In my opinion, no, I don't think it is. While the DLC for Tales of Arise wasn't the best, the base game is fantastic in my humble opinion, and we have seen quite a few remasters in the past couple of years with Tales of Symphonia Remastered and Vesperia Remastered. Even if the Symphonia Remaster is lackluster and deserves so much better, at least we have content being released consistently. And the rumor is that there's a Tales of Xillia remaster slated for this year or early next year. But, with all that being said, I truly hope Bandai Namco starts going back through their library of games and starts releasing English versions for all of their Japanese exclusive games. There's so many games that they've never released outside of Japan, and they seem to have forgotten about them for some reason. Which is truly a shame, because they would have a beloved home in my collection. Lo and behold, we have a remaster of Tales of Graces F coming to all current consoles and PC. Bandai Namco just released a video stating that there will be more news for the 30th anniversary of the series as well. Hopefully we'll get more news about anything, because this series is beloved by not just me, but so many other people, and we really want more Tales content. Hopefully for the 30th anniversary, they'll actually give us something. Hey, thanks for watching through this video. If you liked it, why not subscribe? I have a lot of video ideas that I plan on working on in the future, and if you want more of me, then subscribe to my Let's Play channel as well. Links in the description. Also, tell me your opinions in the comments, and let's have a friendly chat about the Tales series or video games in general.